Hello everybody, welcome to Dungeons & D-Pads. I'm Sombre and I'm here with the Vault King.
I am the Vault King, yes I am.
He is the Vault King, and looky here, we've just purified our Dunsparce. Hooray! Now what were we going to call it? I don't remember.
It makes me think of, for some reason it makes me think, because it's got the flat belly, it's a pancake or a waffle. Or a naan. Some sort of flat bread. Really, or flat
It
product.
does look like some kind of bun. We could call it cross, like hot cross bun.
That works.
He doesn't argue for some reason. So cross. Hot cross bun.
Yep. Plus, it shows you he's in rage. He may look calm and tranquil. Boy, is his anger wholly brewing.
Right then. That's that done. Hooray! And yes, this probably will be another grinding episode, simply because we're in the level right now, and I don't know how that happened, but I guess the game just said, bugger you. So this will probably be one more grindy episode. Hopefully we'll get to the levels we need to. And while we're here, let's switch out the Shadow Pokemon. Let's see, what's next? Remoraid, apparently, level 20. Alright.
Oh, so it would be roughly the level of the children we were killing.
Yes. Let's see, we've got Mantine, Sudowoodo, Quillfish on top, and Ledian still to be purified.
Yeah, I think we should do Quillfish next, just because that one's half done already. So that one be quick.
Yeah, and Quillfish is actually it's a decent Pokemon. I mean, it's decent for what we have right now. It's got good evasion skills. It has poison point. It's pretty decent. Now let's go back to Mount Battle, where we were before. I love this motor vehicle, but it's just so physically impossible, unfortunately.
Yep. Now let's go back up the tower. The very poorly made tower with no safety features.
It's not a tower. It's more of a it's a road to the mountain more than anything. It's not really a tower.
But still, there is no rail. It's a dangerous, dangerous mountain. Well, road.
The one thing I do especially like about Mount Battle is our stalker can't come with us.
Yeah. Actually is why we keep coming here and just be like, you're just coming here to get away from me, aren't you? Yes. You don't even deny it! For the last time, we're not a couple.
But you saved me! Because I'm a decent person.
No, because there were witnesses.
Yeah, if someone says they're a decent person, they're probably not a decent person.
Yeah. Although, there's a lot of training dangerous with Pokemon Battle that you should get knocked off an edge, so she could come here, just could go, oh no, don't stand, you may want to avoid attack by standing close to the edge. Use Earthquake.
Use Explosion.
Oh no, she fell. Who could have seen this coming? What a disaster.
The sad thing is we kinda need her.
Yeah, we have to. We can't use technology. That's not till another game.
Honestly, I think XD is superior to this game. That said, I do enjoy this game, but XD is just better.
Yeah, they really fine-tune what worked and what didn't. Well, this one you got... Well, good. You can definitely see there's a bit... one or two issues, which... It's fine, it's very much an experimental game. They're going into a new direction. There's going to be some stuff that works and some stuff that doesn't.
Yeah.
But overall it is good. So I like Arceus. There's Arceus. That's a game that I think is mostly good. I think it is a good game. there's stuff they could have done better, but seeing as they went into a new direction and experimented, and most of what they did paid off.
I mean, it was only a matter of time before Pokemon became an open world game rather than an RPG. I mean, Arceus still has the RPG aspect, but it's a lot more like Fallout than it is anything else, you know.
Well, there's always going to be a level of RPG aspects in main Pokemon, just because of how rooted in it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting rid of it, so might as well control it.
There is some Pokemon games that have no RPG aspects in them, and a lot of them are pants. That said, the pinball games are really good. Apparently. I've never actually played them.
But at its core, Pokemon is an RPG.
Wait, we know that. Don't worry. It's kind of obvious.
Which is why you'll never get rid of it. Which is why I'm liking what I've seen so far of Scarlet and Violet, although there is still one or two tweaks of which they would make, but or they would have done differently. But overall, it looks like they're going in the right direction.
I'm gonna see if I can get Violet. I want the cyber car. I don't want the guy that has wheels but uses his arms.
Very well. I'll have good old Caveworm Professor. Yes, I will. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, there's gonna be fan art.
Of course there's gonna be fan art. Whenever a female character or a hot male character is on the scene, there is fan art. There is a Rule 34 fan art as well. And it's just... people's hands move fast, especially when it's controlled by the genitals.
Yep. Never underestimate the power of horny art.
Hmm.
I withdrew this without my hands. I don't want to touch it.
I bet there is some art about someone just coming onto a sheet of paper. I bet there is art somewhere.
Oh, you have so little to know of the art world. They're the good old coochie sculptures. It's as it sounds.
Coochie coochie coo. No, not that one. No.
Yeah. But if you study art, you'll understand. Well, a lot of art is motivated by horniness. As with life.
I know. That's the problem. Like, at the end of it all, regardless of how intelligent humans are, we're instinctual animals, and animals get horny.
Yep. Which is why sex sells. Maybe we should do that to boost our views for the channel.
We would get demonetized in a second.
I know, I'm kidding.
Are you? Is your strings getting pulled by Void?
No. I could be a pervert on my own.
No, as I cut down the strings. I can be a pervert on my own. That's a fucking line.
Yep. If she merely provided tutelage.
I mean, when it comes to public stuff, I like Twitter, for example. I never like or retweet anything that's adults, because for one thing, my niece actually follows me on Twitter, and I'd rather not her see that, considering she's only 13, 14. So no.
I understand. I, however, don't have that problem. For most of my relatives, don't even know what Twitter is.
Well, your brother does, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, and that's the situation. Those that do know don't give a shit.
Yeah, Hawk. As you probably know, Hawk and Volt are brothers, and Hawk used to have Twitter, but then apparently someone hacked his Twitter, and it got closed down, and he can't be asked to put it back up again. So,
yeah. Reminds me of when my bank got, this was a few years ago, got hacked by Russians to buy 2 copies of FIFA and 2 passes. And I know because when I looked into it, I found Russian email addresses. They changed their Xbox Live to a Russian email address. They didn't cover their tracks well.
Idiots. I mean, I on my old, like, I've got 2 email addresses, and one of them's like my old Hotmail account. Like, I have to keep because Microsoft's just like, oh, we can't work your Windows 10 with our some kind of Microsoft account. It's like, all right, fine, I'll use this. And then a few months ago, I got an email address apparently saying something about hotels.com, like something suspicious. That you have to close your hotels.com account. And I was just like, I never had a hotels.com account.
That's the same reason that instantly popped up to me. It's like FIFA. I don't play FIFA. I think it's trash.
It's just like, whatever. They probably used my email so they wouldn't get in trouble. It's just like, and then they're just like, oh, just close it down. It's just like, wait, whatever. I didn't have it anyway. I don't care.
Yeah. FYI, moral of the story, the bank didn't even refuse it. They saw it. They saw the Russian email, just immediately gave me the money. It was not a subtle cover-up.
I mean, they should have also used them original emails to try and bill them as well. That's what I would have fucking done.
Yeah. Well, they may have after, but once they reimburse me, because that's what happened to do, I don't know what happened after. They probably would, because they had to pay me, so they'll probably want their money back.
Speaking of money, do you remember a few days ago I was buying something for Enigma's brother, Smokey? Like I also bought something for Heel, because Heel's birthday was a few days ago, and Smokey's birthday is the end of the month. Smokey is Enigma's brother, so nah. Anyway, I was buying them stuff for their birthdays, and I managed to get Heels, but then when I tried to buy Smokey's present, and I tried to get a little something for myself because I had like £20 left over. It turns out I couldn't buy anything, and I was distraught because I was like, well, because I kind of have. Wait, I was distraught because I couldn't get anything from my friend, not because I couldn't get anything. I was just like, whatever about that, I don't care about that. But I wanted to get something for my oldest and closest friends, which are Heel and Smokey, and I couldn't. And do you know what actually happened, Vault? What actually happened was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop playing there. What actually happened was my sister sometimes gives me money to my bank account, right? Basically to cut the middleman out, rather than going to the bank. She uses her phone to tap money back and forth, right? And what she accidentally did was she accidentally gave my bank details to someone she was meant to pay for, which was like 50 quid. Instead of her own details, and I was just like, well, that was clever, wasn't you? Fortunately, she gave me the money back a few days later, but still, that was, I'm just glad it wasn't a hacker, let's say that. Oh, dear. I bet your brothers have done something that bright as well at one point or another, especially especially the youngest.
Oh, yeah. Actually, he's not done that because we'd normally just pay money back quickly, and that's because we both don't like owing money. And while my younger brother, he is a cunt, he's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine calling his younger brother a cunt. Hawk is an arsehole, but he's an arsehole with a good heart. Like that, we always say that about him. He agrees with that. He's an arsehole with a good heart. But Vault and Hawk's younger brother, he's the meanie of the three. Yep. Let's put it that way.
Yep, and I'm the colossal softie that's still learning how to even pretend to be harsh. Harsher. I think my younger brother took all my spite and arseholeness, and I was just left with the softness.
I mean, as Void and her friend said last night, I'm kind of a gentle giant when it comes to things. I will hurt a fly. But that's it, because flies are arseholes. Bugger off flies. But everything else, I don't have a violent bone in my body. I can't. I even find it hard to. I can't even hold grudges. Like, no matter what people do, I just can't hold a grudge. I don't get mad. Yeah. And a lot of people see because I'm 6'3", I'm fucking big and strongly built, and people come to me like they're terrified, and I don't like that. I don't like people being scared of me. So if you ever see me in public, if years later, if we manage to ever go to an expo and you see me, don't be afraid. if you know me, if you know who I am, I'll happily talk to you. I'll even give you a hug if you want.
I will probably won't. We'll also be happy to talk to you, but I probably won't give you a hug just because I'm not the most comfortable huggers unless I know you.
Ah, you'll be fine. What they're going to do? Stab you in the back?
I'm a former Londoner from the East End. That is a valid option.
I mean, if they stab me in the back, it's fine. I'll be dead. It's fine. I'll become corpse. It's fine.
No, I won't let you die.
It's just like, I won't let you.
Yeah. I could just... Yeah, you're my friend. I can't bear it. Well, that does actually make an interesting character concept. A necromancer, that's okay with necromancer because they just don't want somebody to die. Either in a... actually, with the... it can either be a sweet way or it can even be a spiteful way. Just like, no, I'm not letting your torment end.
I actually like the idea of a cleric and a fighter being best friends. And this fighter, he just doesn't give a damn. I like the idea it's just like, if I die, I die. And the cleric's just like, no, you're not going to die. I'm going to make sure you're going to live. You're my best mate. You're my best mate. You will live.
Ah, so my Azamar fighter. He gives no shits. That's also why is that? Why we do a lot of tanking stuff is because he doesn't give a shit if he gets hurt. He's getting the job done.
The problem is with that vault. Either I'm the DM or you're the DM. Our players don't normally interact. I mean, Heel did a campaign at one point, but it kind of disappeared when he's. What basically happened was his campaign was good, but at the end of it, he didn't know how to continue. He kind of put himself in a rock and a hard place, and he didn't know where to go from there. So. That said, it was a really good first attempt at a campaign. It was.
Yeah, and that's one of the larger problems with the campaign is to keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually been worried about I had to I've actually tried to be making a campaign for the longest time now, but unfortunately due to delays, it's been taking a while. But that's one thing I'm trying to, I'm not planning, I'm not complete planning, because you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't plan every single tiny detail, because one of two things will happen. Either you've over-planned, and the players don't find it enjoyable, or you've planned to the point where 90% of what you planned did not happen, and a lot of people get depressed because, oh, all this work was for nothing. Don't worry about it. In my opinion, the best way to DM is actually plan a little, and then when that happens, keep going, keep driving that train.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to force myself to be able to improvise more, because I was the first with the overplay, but that's because I've heavily been ingrained for structure, and everything, and I know I shouldn't, but it's heavily ingrained at this point.
There's a reason we're called the Dungeons and the D-pads. That is... I feel like Wizards of the Coast will be okay with that, reference. But at the same time, you can say, yeah, that's exactly where we get it from. What are you going to do? You don't own the word D-pads, and you don't own the word dungeons. You own the word Dungeons and Dragons, but you don't own D-pads.
Yep. Plus, I don't think they're dumb enough to pull a Warhammer.
No. I think Wizards of Course will be fine with it. That said, me and Vault have actually been planning something Dungeon and D-pad related that you might see, because what we you may have noticed, if you've been watching us a lot, which who was, I don't know who has. Every Wednesday is a long series, like this time it's Pokemon Colosseum, and every Saturday is typically a short series. And after Donkey Kong Country, we have planned a few things, so look forward to that. That said, I actually talked to Warrior about Skyward Sword, because that was the last long series we did every Wednesday, and he said he's never actually played all the way. I don't think he said played all the way through, but I could be wrong. And he talked about the plot of Skyward Sword, and he said it was awful. And well, I can't deny that it's not the best plot. It really isn't. But I enjoyed it, so yeah. Then again, I'm not usually that critical with games. Like when I play a game, I don't look for faults. I look for things to enjoy. There's only one game I haven't liked recently, and that, like I said, like a few episodes ago, that was Sonic Forces. I just didn't like that game. There is actually one game I like, and I found out a lot of people I don't like. That a lot of people I found out do like, and I'm just like, how do you like that game? And that game is Dead Rising, and I just imagine the fans just like, no, I didn't enjoy it. No, didn't. No. Sorry, it just wasn't for me. I just imagine I imagine people having opinions and then just getting death threats because those opinions conflict with others. And it's just like, dude, chill out, really. An opinion is just that. It's not fact.
Sadly, it's the internet, so anything different is different. I
know. And I feel that what makes matters worse is the anonymity that your username gives you. Like with that mask on, you can say anything you want, and there's less consequences than saying something face to face. Which is a shame. It's both a blessing and a curse. And I'm not saying get rid of the anonymity. No, don't get rid of that at all. But what I would say is find a way to stop people being arseholes. You know, let everyone enjoy the internet. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how. Don't ask me. I'm not the people that work there, but it would be nice to figure that out. You know.
Yep, there's also another one that bugs me is whenever you play a game online, you're gonna get spoilers, and you're gonna get backseaters, and just like, this is the most optimal path. I'd like to make discoveries myself, but you're not doing the optimal path. I like to discover myself.
That's actually one of the reasons why, you know, Undertale, that RPG that came out, like, what was it, 2016?
Yeah.
A lot of people, like, a lot of YouTubers tried to stave off of that for the longest time because Undertale fans would scream at you to play it a certain way. And if we do Undertale and people are screaming at us, we're going to ignore you. We're going to say, bugger off, let us play it ourselves. If you don't like it, too bad. We'll play it our own way.
I'm not normally a spiteful person, but that'll be a case as if you bother us too much or not going certain ways for a pacifist, I will purposely go genocide, and vice versa.
I believe it's me. I mean, I believe we planned out who will do Undertale if we ever do it. So yes, we do have the players planned out for that, but it probably won't be for a while, unfortunately. So if you're looking for Undertale, it's in the works. It's just unfortunately it's been delayed due to factors beyond our control.
Yeah,
so to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where it's not me doing specifically Undertale, but it's pretty much that will be the same thing. If you tell me the other way, I will purposely go the other way out of spite. Oh, go fast, agile DPS build. Tank it is!
And then people will eventually click onto you and then do reverse psychology.
Oh, at that point I'll probably stick on the path and just go with it. Yeah. Because I will be able to catch on that, you're now saying the opposite now. Okay, then I'll obey. I will play the game how I want to play.
That's how everyone should play it. You play it for fun, not because someone forced you to do it.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the games we play, we're playing for fun. Like we're not saying, oh, let's play this because we have to. We're playing it because that looks good. Let's do this, you know?
Yeah, I like to go slow and take time on my games, but sadly not everybody likes that, but I'm going to take my time and enjoy it. But what annoys me in those is especially when it's these peaceful life sim games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing where they go, it's not optimal. That's not the point!
Yeah, that kind of reminds me like when people speed run Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. It's just like, how can you speed run this, man?
Yeah. In fact, or how do you avoid certain events? Because I don't want to go to that event. Enough said. Fuck off.
I mean, I've actually been playing Animal Crossing when I have the chance for a little bit, and I'm actually really close to completing the museum. And it's took me, let's see, I started in November, and I'm just finishing it now. And people say, why don't you try and travel? It's just like, no, it's not the point of the game. The point of the game is to play it slow. It's to relax. It's not to get anything as quick as possible. You play it your way. I'll do my way. If you don't like that, then I guess I don't want to hang around with you. Simple as that. Speaking of which, I think I'll need some help with when to finish the museum vaults. If you want to give me a hand with that.
Sure, I can boot it up.
Hmm.
I have not touched Animal Crossing in months, so it's probably.
I'm gonna see if I can ask Heal, Void, and Hawk to help a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because the only things that I'm missing is 2 fish, which I can get myself. But then we have the art, and the art is notoriously difficult to get.
Yeah. Especially since you can only get one, and that's only on a random chance, and they may not even be there if you go there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. And how it shows up is a little inconsistent.
I know exactly what to call this, Swablu. Fairy floss.
I also like it because it's ironic. Because Fairy would kill that thing.
Yep, it would. I mean, to be fair, Mega Altaria's fairy. It's Dragon Fairy. Right, we'll put you ahead of Mutton, because we want you to evolve. But we'll put Sir Jelly ahead, because we kind of need the tank. We need the HP tanks. Right, you're nearly done. One more battle would do you, in fact. I wonder if we can find a battle in Agate Village to help with that. Actually, do you, Val? Stop fidgeting with yourself.
Why? There's nobody here. Get out the Jackoff cave.
I know, but you should be doing it in your own place, not in the middle of the bleed street.
Well, somebody has a Jack in San Francisco.
There we go, there's a fight. Cool trainer Dury or Jury. Probably Dury.
I'm gonna call him Duty.
Of course you are.
I am not a mature person. You should know this by now.
Yeah, I know. I sometimes feel like I'm the most mature out of everyone, and even then I can be immature myself. There we go. Now you're fully unlocked. Sir Jelly, you're up. What do we call the Remoraid?
Let's see. It's a water gun. But it's kind of.
It turns into a jellyfish. Not jellyfish, an octopus. It turns into an octopus. We could call it takoyaki or whatever it is.
It's takoyaki, calamari, so we could call it Cali.
I like calamari because that's also a desert in Mario Kart.
There's also the cheese land, but I don't think that works on this one.
Oh, both of them are Sith.
Secret power. What's your secret? A crit.
Ow. And you're poisoned. Owie. Ooh, a broccoli. How could you poison my broccoli? He's delicious. Nature power. Stun spore.
Ah, Sunflora.
Ah, you missed. Now drown.
Okay, waste of a sunstone.
I like Sunflower is cool, but yeah, it's not very strong, unfortunately. The best use of a Sunstone is Colosseum.
Ah, yes, it is. Although I believe a sunstone only has only gives you so many evolutions. It's not as bad as I think it was like the Dawnstone, where there's only 2, and it's just like unnecessary.
The Sunstone has 3.
Yeah, sunstone.
It has Sunkern, Gloom, and Helioptile.
Yeah, it is mostly a useless one. No, it also does 2 more. Cottony and Hality. So it does 5 evolutions. Still not a lot for a stone.
I mean, the Thunderstone for the longest time could only evolve 2, so...
Yeah.
Like, in Generation 1, it was Pikachu and Eevee. That was it.
It's far from the most useless stone. That's the Dawnstone. That's only 2. Okay, why the fuck are you here?
Get stamped on by the tail.
But yeah. Oh, fire is 5. Water is 6. Thunder is 6. Grass is 7. Moon is 6. So actually, sun is actually gives you a decent amount now. Shiny is 4. Dusk is 4.
Moonstone used to be 4, but things changed.
And then ice was also 4. So the rest of the stones is at least enough to be valid, even though some of them barely.
I mean, the Ice Stone, to be fair, only came out recently.
Yeah, I think it came out of a necessity because some of the Pokemon would have been bitch to evolve otherwise.
Wait, Eevee especially into Glaceon, considering they had to put a bloody Frost Stone in every single game just to evolve one Pokemon, and then they consolidated it so it evolves the same way as an Alolan Sandshrew.
Yeah, so that's why Ice Stone is alright, but in my mind it loses points because it's less of a plant stone and more of an oh shit we fucked up stone.
So what are we going to call this Remoraid?
I like it since it turns into an octopus. How about Callie?
I actually like the full name Calamari, because then it's an actual food as well.
Yeah. Could call it Calamari Chan if there's enough.
Calamari Chan?
We gotta get the weeaboos in somehow.
Also, that's 12 letters. It's 10, remember? 10 letters max.
Oh, we can't get in the weebs.
No.
We've got to find our way in there somehow.
Let's just stick with Calamari. It's also a desert. Calamari Desert.
You know you spelled calamari wrong.
Isn't it?
It's
isn't
C,
that
not K.
Are you sure?
Yes.
The desert's spelled with a K.
Well, the dish is spelled with a C.
Hmm.
And it's in many different cuisines.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's a C?
Yes. I'm looking at it right now, as well as I've eaten it frequently. Calamari is with a C.
Well, the desert's with a K, so that's probably why I'm getting mixed up. Alright, let's say that is. I know I'm not gonna argue if you're right, you're right. I'm not the type to go on. Like, if I know I'm wrong, I'm just like, okay, fair enough.
And I tend to give up too easy, and sometimes even when I know I'm right or think I'm right, I give up anyway.
If I know I'm right, I'm not gonna back down. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's fair enough.
Yeah, that's something I need to do to at least be a little tougher, because I tend to back down anyway, even though I'm trying not to.
Next up, do you want to do? Let's do Quillfish next.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I even remember one time where we both were back in town, and I still don't feel good about that, because I don't think it was ever as resolved. And I know you don't have any hard feelings. Just like, oh, I argued with a friend. Not so much argued with a debater. It was an argument. I don't even remember what it was about. It was just I remember we were both adamant we were in the right, and I still don't feel good about it. That's how bad it is and tends to be why I just give up.
Like, I don't even remember what you would say. You know I don't hold grudges at all.
And that's the worst part. I know you don't hold grudges, so I know you would be fine with it either way, but it good old anxiety. You are a cunt.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all is for good, and all is forgiven, all is good.
Yeah.
Besides, you're my friend. I'm not gonna hold anything against you. I don't. So don't worry about it. Anyway, on that note of friendship, it's time to end the episode. Unfortunately, next time we'll do a bit more grinding because. Well, we'll probably do a bit more grinding if we remember. If we don't remember, we'll probably end up going fight Venus and dying. But regardless, we'll see you next time. But for now, this is goodbye from me, Player 1.
And me, Player 2.
We'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.